Send this out. Boom, boom, boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, same thing Steve ran last night. Bowman Chrome Hobby case number 9. This is the cheapest we've been since release day. You guys know how good this stuff has been for us. This stuff in general is insanely good. So I will be taking offers. Obviously nothing crazy, kind of the same way Steve ran it last night. The more teams you take, the better the offers can be. I will take offers on solo teams, but it will not be much. You guys know how it works. You guys have done this 1,000 times with us. So I'm going to turn it over, show you guys the teams we got left. We got one break tonight, and we'll get her going. So I'm going to turn it over, and we'll see who you guys want. All right, we got Dodgers down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, you can offer on one team, but it's not going to be a crazy deal. The more teams you offer on, the better the offers can be. You guys know how it works. You know how it works. What's up, Fourth? What's up, Game Used? What's up, F3? What's up, Eric? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Dodgers down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Bowman Chrome Hobby, same thing Steve ran last night. These cases have been absolutely loaded for us. Taking offers, like I said, the more teams you take, the better the offer can be. If you're only taking a solo team, it's not going to be anything super crazy. So the exact same thing Steve did last night. Let me know who you guys want. Do, 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 do. Let's get some teams off the board. Come on. Plenty of good teams left. Dodgers down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of these teams have GPKs, prospects, you name it. Hobby case, 12 boxes. I think there's 2 autos per box, so 24 autos in a case. On Thursday? Did the release day change? Is it not Wednesday anymore? Did release day change? I thought the release day was Wednesday. What's up, Frank Dank? Oh. I think Steve thought it was the 22nd. Well, yeah, we're definitely ripping it. We are definitely ripping it. I thought the release day was this Wednesday, but I did not know it was this Thursday. What's up, Primo? What's up, Season Collector? Who put the bounty out there? It's usually the same group of people that always put these like big bounties out, but who put this bounty out? Did LeBron himself put it out there? That'll be a fun chase. What's up, 1102? Even though I know you hate him, it will be a fun chase. I know you do hate him. Dodgers down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Plenty of big teams left, and I'm taking offers. Anybody on YouTube, if you guys want teams, let me know. What's up, Noe? He can be obnoxious, I'll give you that. I will give you that. He may be a prima donna, but he's a good basketball player. You can't deny that, even though I know you constantly do. What's up, Biggs? It's not debatable if he's a good basketball player or not. That's not actually debatable. You might not like him, but there's no debate on whether he's good at basketball or not. How you been, Biggs? Dude, the Lions are taking it to the frickin' Bucks right now. I'm sure Baker will have his comeback tonight. He always does. Let me know who you guys want, ladies and gentlemen. We got Dodgers down to the Phillies here. Dodgers down to the Phillies. Let's get some teams off the board. Well, Mike Evans went out with a freaking concussion, but Mbuka's back, so, I mean, the wide receiver core's kind of been where it's at most of this season. But Rachaad White's not a terrible backup. He's better than most backups if your starting running back gets hurt. Their offense has been fine this whole season without some of their key players. So flawless. Dodgers down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Tommy? Look at you getting a nice little break before the World Series. Who would you rather play, Tommy, and or fourth quarter? Blue Jays or Seattle? Who would you guys rather play? Not that it necessarily matters for you guys, but still. Dodgers down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. I know Seattle's kind of got that vibe this year that they're going to do something. Blue Jays obviously had a great end of the year, but they've been kind of hit or miss in the postseason. They've had like 3 really good games against Seattle and then 3 awful games against Seattle. The sports cards. I guess that's fair. Either way you put it, I think it's going to be an entertaining World Series. Either way you put it, I still think the Dodgers are going to win, no problem, but it should be an entertaining series at least. Dodgers down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Send some hours my way. Like I said, if you take one team, it's not going to be anything crazy. You take multiple, we can work something out. Pretty much the same thing Steve did last night. Yes, Athletics are the filler team. Yes, sir. See if Ohtani woke up. Dude, Ohtani with 3 home runs in the last game. I'd say he's woken up a little bit. I'd say he's at least gotten out of bed. If Ohtani plays like that in the World Series, neither team has a chance. At that point, it's just unfair. 3 home runs, 10 Ks in that game. It's literally unheard of. It's literally unheard of. What's up, Leverance? I like that. Go ahead and send Tommy. All right, we got Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Cubbies down to the Phillies. What's up, Pezhead? Bum, bum, bum. Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. The more teams you put together, the better the offers can be. Let's get it going. What's up, Jeter? What's up, Jarm? Also, what the heck was going on with the internet today? Half of the apps were down the entire day. What's up, JT? The boss man. 229-266. Tommy, you are getting paid for, my friend. Dodgers off the board. JT, how you been, my friend? What's up, Barba? Jameer Gibbs is so good. I wish the Browns could do what the Lions did. They were such a bad organization, and then they turned it around. And I just don't see the Browns ever doing that. It's only been 26 years. You'd think they'd be able to figure it out. You'd think they get lucky every once in a while. They've had some decent seasons in the 26 years, but fuck. What's up, Chef? Cowboys down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. The more teams you take, the better the offer can be. Solo teams will not be as much. He said, I'm fast as boy. I feel like it's a weird year for fantasy running backs. I feel like people were super hesitant to take Jonathan Taylor and CMC, and those two have just been lighting it up. Obviously, Gibbs is Gibbs, but Jonathan Taylor and CMC have been like out of this freaking world. I have CMC in one of my leagues. Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of these teams have GPKs too. Dude, Judkins is good, man. Obviously, I'm an OSU fan, so I watched him a lot. But Judkins he's a freaking dog, dude. And we don't even have a good line. And he's balling out. Obviously, I know the Dolphins are terrible, but for a rookie, dude, he's pretty freaking good. He's fun to watch. He reminds me of Nick Chubb for the sole fact that he never goes down on like first contact. And he's got like sneaky speed. Judkins isn't going to blow you away with speed, but he's like sneaky fast. It was the same thing with Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb was never like the fastest guy in the world, but once he got away, dude, he was gone. Cubs down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Sucks that I was so far behind in one of my fantasy leagues. Jameer Gibbs would have brought me back in most weeks. I was way too far behind. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody on YouTube, if you guys want teams, let me know. Cubs down to the Phillies taking offers. What's up, Tote? Plenty of good teams left. What's up, stories? What's up, Rich? Cubbies down to the Phillies. The more teams you take, the better the offers can be, ladies and gentlemen. Same thing Steve was doing last night. What's up, Anthony? Big crowd tonight, Anthony. Big crowd. Cubbies down to the Phillies. I know, it's hopping right now. Many more people get in here, we're going to get freaking kicked out. We're so packed. Break the servers. Must have broke all the servers earlier. I don't even know what happened. Amazon went down. Fanatics went down. Whatnot went down. Like, everything went down. What's up, Drew? What's up, Miggy? Plenty of good teams left, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. One team, you're not going to get a big offer. You snag multiple, that's where you're going to get your deal. It's kind of out of nowhere, too. Maybe we're under attack. Uh-oh. Maybe we're under attack. But that just shows you, dude. All it takes is them shutting off our grid, and it's game over. If we had no internet, dude, good night. What's up, Saucy? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Cubbies down to the Phillies here. We got about $2,100 worth of teams left. Need to get it down a decent amount before we start running fillers. You don't think about how much you use the internet on a daily basis, whether, not even internet, just the grid in general. Whether it's electricity, internet, being on the phone, being on your computer, all that stuff. You don't realize how much you use that stuff until that shit goes out and you're like, damn, I really have nothing to do. You feel like you can't function. I can't imagine living back in the day where that wasn't, like, internet and all that stuff wasn't a thing. I guess you would just be used to it and it is what it is, but come on, ladies and gentlemen. Who else is going to have in on it? I guess it might be tough to break on a night that there's 2 Monday Night Football games and a Game 7. Winner goes to the World Series. It's like people are interested in sports or something. Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Steve Snapfield last night. Steve only had like 8 teams left when he went live. People went nuts with that. Did he have a good case? I didn't watch it at all, Drew. Did he? Was it a good case? Did he hit any bangers? I feel like Hobby for us was 10 times better than Breaker's Delight was. I feel like Hobby's been absolutely great for us. Soto GPK, that's dirty. Dirty. Dun, dun, dun. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Cubbies down to the Phillies here. Cubbies down to the Phillies. What's up, Yako? Plenty of big teams left. Who is looking to swoop? Plenty of good teams left, and I'm taking deals. Cubbies down to the Phillies. Send some offers my way. Who else is looking to swoop here? Come on. Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know who you want. Plenty of good teams left. Come on. Cubs down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Who's looking to swoop? What's up, Daniel? Cubbies down to the Phillies. Just couldn't stop him. Had every opportunity to. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Cubbies down to the Phillies. What's up, Toaster? What's up, baby? $60 on the Padres. If it's going to be one solo team that cheap, I would go 70. JT. Cheaper team already, but I'd go 70. Let me know if you're down. I know, but I can't take 25 off of an $85 team. 65, meet me in the middle. Meet me in the middle. I mean, I would take 70, but since you did buy Boston, I'll give you a break. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing. 229-367. Got you. Padres off the board. JT, you are getting paid for. I appreciate you, brother. What's up, Carpool? I appreciate you, JT. Playing in Detroit would be so hard. That place gets insanely loud. So BYO. Baker Mayfield's been insanely inaccurate tonight. Not usually him. What's up, real? Cowboys down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. The more teams you take, the better the offers can be. Come on. Let's get some more teams off the board. Cubs down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Send offers my way. The more teams you take, the better the offer can be. One solo team's not going to be much. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Hobby case number 9. What's up, Forza Sports? Cubbies down to the Phillies. Send some offers my way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some more teams off the board here. Let's get some more teams off the board. Let's see how you can overturn that, but what's up, F3? What is everybody doing tonight? Should be watching football and or the game 7 in Breakin'. What's up, Miggy? What's up, Piper Down? What's up, Gio? Big Dumper hit a homer. Everybody loves it when Big Dumper hits a homer. What's up, Tom? What's up, Morris? It's like everybody's all worried about 2 Monday Night Football games in a game 7. Why do you guys like sports so much? We should get to breaking. Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. I can almost guarantee you that's the main reason. It's tough when there's 2 Monday Night Football games and a Game 7 on. Come on. Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Who else is looking to swoop here? He doinked that thing in. Sub-Zero. How you been, Zero? Hope all has been well. Doing good. Tough Monday night. 2 Monday Night Football games. Game 7. Team goes to World Series. So I think a lot of people are watching sports tonight. Which is fair. It's a big sports night. What's up, Flawless? Filler team's the Athletics. Athletics is the filler team. Guess we can try this. Nationals, Phillies. 200. Orioles. White Sox. 190. So that should be a good filler. Rays D-backs, 180. Guardians Rays, 190. Marlins Twins. 190. Rockies Reds 180. All right. Your main is going to be 203. It's a good main. Whoops. Everybody hits, and there's a lot of big teams in the filler. Most spots are getting 2 teams. Athletics are obviously on top. If you snag 1 main, it's going to be 203. If you snag 2 mains, it's 193 a main. It's a pretty good main. Snagging 2 mains makes it 193 a main, and most of these spots are insanely good. I don't even do that. Just make it 380. It'd be 190 a main. Mayfield has been insanely inaccurate tonight. Who's going to get me started? Dun, 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 dun. Athletics down to the Rangers/Angels, ladies and gentlemen. One main for 203. You snag two of them. It's only 190 a main. It's a fairly good main. Anybody on YouTube, if you guys want spots, let me know. What's up, Story? What's up, 302? What's up, Chow? I would love to possibly have a crazy answer for you. Mm. What do you think Jets Pizza's profit percentage wise? I feel like pizza places in general profit crazy amounts. I bet you they profit. I feel like good profit margin for a pizza shop for them is probably like 35-40%. Because I feel like ingredients can't be that expensive in compared to, because Jets Pizza's not necessarily super expensive, but it is expensive. It's on the higher end of prices. I mean, that could be a lot, but high quality for sure. But I feel like their profit margins have to be somewhat crazy. Because even if you have higher quality pizza, I mean, the prices don't necessarily change that much, at least for ingredients. Just depends on who's making the pizza and their ingredients that they add to it. Sub Labyrinths. This could be a dumb question, but where is that? I'm guessing that's Philly. You need to be multi-million franchise location. Is that legit? I'm guessing you looked that up. Wonder why you need that much money. I feel like it'd be tough to do. Are you talking about like at colleges in general? I feel like it'd be tough to do at colleges, even if it's a rich area, because most college kids don't have money. Most college kids are sitting there looking for a Domino's. I mean, Pizza Hut's somewhat expensive and it's not great quality, but like they're looking for cheaper pizza shops or even just a local pizza shop that they can go to. I mean, I'm sure it would do fine on a college campus. Well, I guess the only way. So when I went to BW, I was able to use like my jacket card, like the card for that university, at some pizza shops because they just allowed you to use it. So I don't know. I feel like if you could do that and use it as like a cafeteria card at other local pizza shops, even say a Jets Pizza, I feel like you could 100% get away with it. How have you been? Still living your best life? You been crazy busy like always? Living in a van down by the river? It's a long drive. How many hours is that? It's got to be more than a day, right? That's freaking wild. That's a lot of hours. Obviously, I'm guessing you work for a third party company. Do you not have like limitations? Like there's got to be some sort of limitation for you, isn't there? What's up, Fried? How you been, Fried? Really? That seems kind of crazy. What's up, Westmont? Even if you're under 10,000 pounds, it seems kind of crazy to let that happen. That's wild. Mitch, dude, Baker's been running for his life tonight. That's probably your biggest expense besides gas. How you been, Mitch? It's honestly probably your biggest expense besides gas. Because you stay in your truck. Yeah, but do you consider your stuff weekly groceries though? I mean, I know I'm sure you have food inside your truck, but I feel like more often than not, you're stopping at a gas station and or somewhere fast to get food. Because I feel like for you, at least, with how much you drive, it's like a waste of time to not just get something quick. It's really not that bad. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. 203 for one main. If you snag two, it's only 190 a main, and this is a fairly loaded main. When you do stop, how long do you normally stop for? I know you said you don't ever really stop that long and you take quick naps. What's the longest you've ever actually stopped for without going like home? That's not very safe. Steve would love that though. If you woke him up at PB&J and dropped it off at his house. Yeah, so like if you go take a sleep nap, like most trucks, they drive whatever hours they have to drive. They stop at a truck stop and they sleep for 8 hours. What is your hours? I mean, you have to sleep at some point. What's up, Casas? Anybody on YouTube, you guys want any spots? Let me know. If you had to take a guess on the amount of hours you sleep during the week, what is it? In a 7-day week, how often do you, or how long do you sleep? Hours wise, if you had to guess. What the frick, 302? You're supposed to say hi to Mitch. You at least got to say hi to the guy. He said he stopped you that you passed his house a couple weeks ago and you never stopped in and said hey. You wanted to feed a fellow one of one degen. Sleep on average of maybe 40 to 45 hours a week. I mean, that's actually more than I thought you were going to say. I mean, that'd be about 6 hours a day. I know. That's actually more than I thought you would say. I struggle to fall asleep. That's my biggest issue. There's nights that I'll be up until 3:30 in the morning just because I can't sleep. Getting up's usually not an issue unless I just had a super long night. But falling asleep's my biggest issue. I know it is. I don't doubt you when you say it. Yes. I've gotten to that point before. I'll have like a super long day. Like there's been a time where I haven't slept in like 24 hours and I go to bed and I'm just like not tired. Which is a weird thing to say, but you can get past exhaustion. I mean that's nuts. You can definitely get past exhaustion. You could probably start hallucinating too at some point. Once you get to a certain point. Because at some point your body's just going to break down. There's always positives to it. It's never a bad thing. When is your birthday, 302? I was going to say, at some point, your body's going to break down, even though you're just driving. It does more to your body than you think it does. Jesus, does. Definitely does more to your body than you think it would. I didn't want the year you were born, bro. February 21st would have sufficed. One, two, four, five, 7, 9, 11, 13. What's up, Wisconsin? I guess that's a fair point. You don't really think about that. The fact that you would have never really known about it until you grew up is kind of crazy. I mean, I was only in kindergarten when it happened, but still. I can't believe how legit Seattle is with Sam Darnold. I know he had a good year with Minnesota, but how about him, dude? That guy got paid and he's balling. What did they make you guys do fourth quarter? I wasn't even allowed to leave my school. Like, they wouldn't even let my parents come pick me up. They said it would be safer if if everybody just stayed in place. I mean, at the end of the day, we found out that nobody was in like true imminent danger outside of those situations. Went to every class and watched TV. That was like I I feel like they just like let us just like do whatever we wanted. Like school was I don't remember much of it, but I feel like school was just like not a thing. And obviously in kindergarten we were way too young for them to put that on any TV. I'm surprised even in 7th grade they were putting that stuff on TVs for you guys. High school students maybe, but like I feel like middle school down to elementary should have never seen any of that on TV without like their parents. I had no idea. Dude, I was in kindergarten. Fourth quarter would have more of a recollection of it than I would. Well, for a little while, nobody really knew what was going on until that second plane hit the second tower. Because I think at first everybody was like, "Oh, damn, something malfunctioned," and it was just a crazy accident. I feel like it took a while for people to actually realize what it was. Yes, it was more of a historical event than COVID. But I don't know if those are necessarily comparable. What's up, Smar? I don't know if you can really compare the two. I feel like you. I feel like that would be insanely tough to even compare those two things. Yeah, but you're talking about a terrorist attack between an illness. I really don't think that's comparable. I feel like a lot of those, obviously, a ton of people died from it, but I feel like some of those numbers are skewed a little bit. I mean, I was lucky enough, at least during COVID, to have a job that I you could still work. I worked at FedEx. We were even more busy than normal. Is it a 3-run? I'm obviously not watching the game, but they do say, and I'm obviously saying it doesn't make it any better for those people that did fall and or jump. Most of those people probably passed out before they hit the ground. Just from the adrenaline of the whole situation itself. Dang. What inning is it, fourth quarter? I mean, the fact that your final thought is you don't have a choice but to jump out of the building compared to just walking down the stairs and or trying to get through any of that stuff would be awful. It would be the fact of not being able to, like, knowing that you're not going to be able to go anywhere. Bottom 7. Good night for sports. Lions Bucks game wasn't great. You want my honest opinion, 302? I really don't love baseball besides the Guardians. Baseball is probably my third sport, even though that's the one I played the longest. I'd rather watch basketball and football. Well, yeah, I mean, at that point, it's life or death. I'm sure most people were acting like that. It's pretty much everyone for themselves at that point. But from the sounds of it, it looked like nobody could even get down the stairs. Like that wasn't even like an option. Yeah, I mean that part would be awful. Knowing you don't really have a choice. Yeah, I mean that's a catch 22 fourth. If he has a big game, that stuff goes nuts. But still, I mean he had a good season. And if they can find a way to get out of this and get through to the next round, those things will sell fine. I mean, if they somehow make the next round, I'm sure you'll sell them no problem. Jackson Smith and Jigba is good at football. It actually looked pretty good. It looks like you freaking. It looks like you protected that thing like a mofo. Came back fine. Yeah, I mean it came in fine. It looks like they took care of it. There wasn't any dents on it, holes in it, or anything. So looks like they did their part. I don't think Steve knew that the basketball didn't release until Thursday, so he might run that show on Wednesday, if I had to guess. How many cards did you end up sending? Obviously didn't look at it. I think it was like a long 3-row, right? It's a big box, fairly heavy. Take this off, put the teams back down there. Steve said you guys have like a shipping thing where your shipping like wasn't even that much. From California to here, that should be expensive as hell. But your company has like a deal. All right, Cubbies down to the Phillies. Send some offers on teams, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some more teams off the board. I feel like that's not that crazy. I feel like for us that'd be like $150. Yeah, I mean it's smarter that you probably sent it 2 days then. Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Send some offers my way. The more teams you take, the better the offers can be. Come on. Other than Shaw, who do the Cubbies have? Let's take a quick gander. All right. Team sets, Cubbies. Obviously, you know about Matt Shaw. Alcantara's in there. Their Chrome prospects are Cabada, that Wilfred De La Cruz kid, Ronnie Cruz, Melendez, Brett Bateman, Juan Thomas. Their autographs are Cepeda, Bateman, Cabada, Wilfred De La Cruz. I think that Wilfred De La Cruz kid's pretty big, as well as that Cepeda kid. Your GPKs are Shota, Sammy Sosa, and Matt Shaw. Your GPK autos are Matt Shaw, Shota, and Sammy Sosa. Alcantara signs, Shota signs in general, anyways. Kate Horton signs. They got a decent checklist. You want the Guardians in the Rays? Or Rangers? Rays. Total for both of them is 190. What's your offer? All right, Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Cubbies down to the Phillies. Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, baby? Welcome to the party. The video you sent me of Gracie was hilarious. She did look possessed a little bit. What's up, Travis? It does look weird. Oops. 229, 368. Rays off the board. Guardians off the board. What's up, Little? Cubbies down to the Phillies, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody on YouTube, you guys want any teams, let me know. The infielder. What's up, stub boy? Sop, sop. This isn't normal. We have more people on YouTube than we do freaking Instagram right now. Oh, yeah. Gotta love it when there's 2 Monday Night Football games in a Game 7. That's actually fairly good. Going to the 9th, down 1. Can they do it? Going to the 9th, down 1. All right. Steve will be live tomorrow to fill the rest of this, ladies and gentlemen. I guess there's just too many sports on tonight. I don't think we're going to get this bad boy filled up tonight. So that'll be it for me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Steve will fill the rest of this tomorrow. I will see you guys again on Wednesday and Thursday. We do have Topps Basketball releasing this week the first licensed product for NBA for the first time ever. So we're excited to do that. So I will see you guys again on Wednesday. All righty? Deuces. Peace out, YouTube.